How do you build an agile workforce using more contingent talent? Discover how managed service programs MSP can help you to attract and deploy contingent talent faster while giving you greater workforce visibility and cost savings. What is a managed service provider? Managed service providers, MSPs, are third-party companies that provide customers with remote management of their information technology, infrastructure, and user systems. MSPs, nonprofit and government agencies, hire MSPs to perform a defined set of day-to-day management tasks. Services can include network and infrastructure management, security, and monitoring. MSP can provide management services on a daily basis, so customer organizations can focus on improving their services without worrying about extended downtime or service interruptions. Some managed service providers may specialize in particular segment of IT, such as data storage, while others focus on specific vertical markets such as legal, finance services, healthcare, or manufacturing. Many managed security service providers offer specialized services such as remote firewall administration and other security as a service offerings. These organizations also supply consumable for printers. MSPs usually perform their tasks remotely. MSPs began to evolve in the 1990s with emergence of application service providers, ASPs, which provided remote application hosting, cloud computing, and companies that provide remote support for customers' IT infrastructure were made possible thanks to the ASPs, initially MSPs, specialized in remote monitoring and management RMMs of servers and networks. As a way to differentiate themselves from other providers, they have expanded the scope of their services. In today's world, the term cloud service provider and managed service provider are often used interchangeably when the provider's service is backed by a service level agreement SLAs and delivered online. What are the MSPs used for? An organization's operations can be improved by hiring a managed service provider. SMB are typical MSP clients. A smaller company may view an MSP service offering to acquire IT expertise since it has limited in-house IT expertise. However, large enterprises may also contract with MSPs. For example, government agencies with limited budget and staffing may contract with an MSP to augment their in-house IT staff. Managing IT infrastructure or end-user systems is a complex, time-consuming, or repetitive process handled by managed service providers. These services include manage IT infrastructure, provide technical support to employees, integrate cybersecurity software into IT, managing user access accounts, deal with contract management, risk management, and compliance services, and assist with payroll services. How do MSPs work? An organization often asks as managed service provider to fill in some gaps or role in its IT system or staff order to reach its business objectives. MSPs and organizations typically begin communication by assessing the organization's current environment. It may highlight potential areas for improvement and effectively support business objectives. Every company has no specific setup, so that an MSP may offer many different options. Technical support service and subscription service are two examples for MSP services. MSP technical support service focus on remotely fixing issues or sending technicians to a company's location to resolve problems. An MSP that offers this option charges the company for troubleshooting time and the parts used to repair the problem. Typically, subscription-based MSPs focus on the quality of service of an organization's network and bill monthly. As part of the agreement between the MSP and the organization, if a problem occurs, the MSP will fix it. Subscription rates are defined per computer or price of equipment. A service level agreement, SLA, outlines what the organization can expect from the MSP concerning maintenance, security monitoring, and reporting. The contract also specifies response time, performance, and security. An MSP can deliver its native services, those of other providers, or the combination of both. Most pure-play MSPs offer their native services and specialize in one vendor or technology. Additionally, MSPs focus on deploying specialist software platforms that automate functions. These platforms contain RRM tools and PCA applications. Off-site technicians can use RMM software to maintain IT systems such as network servers, desktops, and mobile devices. With these tools, MSPs can also apply patches and other system updates. MSPs use PCA tools to manage projects, billing, assets, and inventory. Many managed service providers offer service under a service level agreement, SLA, with our customers. SLAs define the performance and quality metrics that govern the relationship. When negotiating SLA contracts, organizations must be precise about the commitment they make. A service level agreement may be linked to an MSP pricing formula. MSP can offer customers a range of SLAs with higher fees for a higher service level in a tier-based pricing structure. What are the different types of MSPs? Depending on the criteria used to categorize managed service providers, they can be classified differently. MSPs can be organized in the following form. For example, if a business decides to categorize them by the size of their target customers and the level of responsibility they take on. Pure play MSPs, it is typically a smaller provider of network monitoring and application performance monitoring. They provide their native services primarily focused on reporting and alerts. Staffing legacy MSPs, a variety of services are offered, including monitoring, reporting, software installation and updates, and usually target mid-sized and Fortune 500 companies. High-level MSPs, small and large providers, allow their clients to outsource as much of their IT processes as they need. High-level MSP typically offers a wide range of services. What are the types of services MSP provides? Monitoring. These MSPs offer monitoring software for different applications, network devices, servers or website, online support, cloud-based software, support for remote devices, and remote troubleshooting are some of the features offered by these MSPs. Assisting proactive, these MSPs perform preventive maintenance to stay ahead in any network or device issues. Centralized management. A managed service provider provides a managed console to complex network, remote monitoring, patch management, and security software. Scheduled maintenance. MSPs provide organizations with regularly scheduled network maintenance. Billing simplified. Billing management system handle invoicing, payment, and budgeting for MSPs. Benefits of managed service providers. Fill staff shortages in an organization. Organizations that lack workers can outsource some of their tasks to MSPs, providing expertise. An organization that hires a reputable MSP has access to expert resources. Ensure business continuity. A service level agreement outlines the MSP duties and responsibilities to prepare for or recover from disasters. Monitor the network consistently. Many MSPs use network monitoring tools to provide system visibility and cloud management to offer 24/7 monitoring services. Enhanced security. Some MSPs offer security software and training. Reduce cost. Paying fixed monthly charge can be more cost effective than paying hourly in numerous and planned repairs are required. MSPs handle day-to-day management services while customer organizations improve their services. What happens once you engage an MSP? When you engage a managed service provider, you retain overall managerial control and responsibility for outsourced operations. You can also choose which services you want to be handled externally and which will stay in-house. The MSP will be responsible for the often time-consuming and repetitive work-involved tasks. In business, outsourcing to an MSP is becoming a growing trend as more and more companies realize the benefits of moving some of their daily operations to an expert. What challenges do managed service providers face? While managed service providers have many advantages, they may also have challenges such as MSPs do not all offer security measures. Security is not a significant focus for many MSPs. Dependent on third parties, organizations that rely on MSPs to perform daily tasks may become dependent on them. If the MSP fails to meet the SLA, the organization might experience system downtime. Awaiting a response, an MSP may take some time to respond to an issue. Potential for upselling. MSPs may attempt to upsell organizations on technology or services they don't need. Information is not available. If the MSP uses a proprietary tool to monitor and manage its infrastructure, organization information may not be readily accessible. Which pricing model does a managed service provider use? Typically, managed service providers use one of the following pricing models. Pricing per device. MSP charge their customers a flat fee for each device they manage. Use-based pricing. Each user of the MSP pays a flat fee, accommodating those who use multiple devices. All-inclusive pricing. An MSP charges a flat fee for its IT infrastructure services is the all-you-can-eat model. Price tiers. Customers can customize their bundles of services according to their needs. MSPs typically favor this approach. Monitor-only pricing. IT monitoring and alerting are the only services that MSP provide. Each of these approaches require the customer to pay a month flat fee regularly. Subscription pricing methods let MSPs sell services. In contrast to IT projects, generally one-time transactions, recurring revenue provides the MSP with stable income stream. In contrast, break-fix providers, for example, usually price their services on a time and material basis. Typically, they charge an hourly rate for repairing IT equipment and demand parts or replacement gear. What an MSP do to drive positive change? Managed service providers begin at the beginning. In addition to reviewing all of the current processes, they take a close look of how to process payroll, store contracts, manage your relationship with suppliers and contingent workers. Afterwards, they identify opportunities to maximize saving and reduce expenditure in your organization while maintaining efficiency. MSPs analyze your systems and identify these opportunities and liabilities, then develop customer solutions tailored to your business. An MSP builds custom solutions based on your unique business needs after analyzing your systems and covering these opportunities and liabilities. In addition, MSP provide ongoing support and maintenance for your new process. Conclusion: you need to set your company apart from others. in this highly competitive marketplace by being as efficient and cost-effective as possible. A competitive advantage in today's marketplace can be achieved by doing this. You can focus on your core business instead of being bogged down by administrative work if you outsource your managed service provider. You will also manage your business to the best of your ability with increased accuracy, reduced liability, and cost saving. That's all for today's episode. In the next episode, we will talk about, is an MSP right for my organization? Links to everything will be in the description below. If you like our content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. It will notify you about the new content that we share with you every week. This will help us to produce great content for our professional audience. Let us know if there is something you would like us to discuss in future episodes. Please click the link in the show notes and you can address your questions directly to me. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next week.